Okay, this ought to be interesting. This is the stupidest idea I've ever had in my life. So I got my two dogs who, when I take them for a walk, all I can do is to manage the two dogs, okay? And now I'm going to try to go live with the two dogs, and I'm also going to be experimenting with this lavalier that I got. So this is a stroke of genius that you won't find anywhere else on the planet, right? So as you can probably, maybe you can see, maybe you can't see. I'm going to turn around this way so you can see what I'm dealing with here. So I've got the two dogs. Where are they? Oh, they're around here someplace. Wrapping themselves around trees, picnic tables, grills, and you name it. And traffic signs. We're in a public parking lot for a park near where I live. This is where we go for a walk nearly every night. And on top of that, I got the phone here. It says orientation is locked. I don't know what that means. I don't want this orientation. Can I unlock it? Huh. I don't know. I got to find out. So, anyway, so we're down here in the dark because it got late. I'm trying to test this lavalier, and it isn't going to work out very well if I can't walk away from the camera because that's what I need to do. And I got to hold the camera thing sideways. Oh my God. Well, I guess I don't gotta. I wanted to test it on a, hi Tom, how you doing? I wanted to test it on a horizontal plane rather than a vertical one, but I don't know if that's gonna work out tonight. We'll have to see. Anyway, the main thing I wanted to test was the lavalier, so you guys can't see my, I wish I could turn the I can't turn the camera around either. Isn't that weird? I'm not sure why. I wish I knew. So, yeah, so I'm just going to experiment here. And the first thing I'm going to do, I think now's a good time, is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to set the camera down. It's not going to be very interesting for you guys, I'm afraid. I'm going to set the camera down. And here, I got to get this figured out. I don't like this. Okay. So, first things first, secure the dogs. Okay, that's the first thing. So hang on a second. So there you go. Sorry to keep you waiting. Hi, Tom. Hi, Tom again. I already saw you there, but hi again. So I just tried a little something there. I took the camera off the bracket. I didn't bring another bracket because I wasn't smart enough. And I'm going to put the camera up against the tripod, leaning on a picnic table. And I'm going to walk away because I want to see how this lavalier works. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see me, but I'm going to walk a fair distance. And then I'll have to hope nobody comes along and snitches my camera while I'm gone, okay? Oh, Jesus. Oh. So what I did was I wrapped the two retractable leashes around my legs so they wouldn't get away. And now they're all tangled up. Hey, 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 hey! Come back here. Elroy! 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 Stay! Elroy! Elroy, stay here. No problem. I was due for a nap anyway. Elroy, stay. Elroy, stay. Come here. Elroy, come here. Elroy. Elroy. Elroy, sit. Sit down. Stay there. Don't you move. Stay there. Elroy, I need to talk to you. That was bad. You don't go after other dogs. First of all, I know you're a dog and that's what you do, but come here, Pippi, come here. Pippi, come here. Come here. I don't know. Tom, I don't know if you could see that or not. I don't even know if you're still there, but I had wrapped both the leashes around my leg. Another dog came by, and Elroy pulled me off the off the picnic table, and I'm laying on my back, and he's dragging me across the lawn to try to get to say hello to this other dog. Now he doesn't usually do that, which is kind of weird. But then in the meantime, both leashes are wrapped around my leg in an entanglement, and they were stuck. I was trying to get them over my shoe, get them off my leg. Oh my God. Who thinks of these ideas? Is it me? Okay. So yeah, Elroy, sit down. That was very naughty. Okay. You know you're not supposed to do that, right? So what you need to do is if I give you a command like stay, you got to stay. You understand that? You understand that? Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Do you understand that? When I say stay, what do you do? Hey, stay. Pippi. Oh, Pippi's okay. So this live stream is challenging. So what I'm going to do right now is there's a street light close by here. Let me see if I can get the street light in the camera. Geez, it's right there too. It's up higher. Is that it? That might be it. Oh, it's behind me. That's why. Okay. So I'm going to walk over towards that light. And that way maybe you'll be able to see me or at least a shadow. And I'm going to walk and see how far this lavalier actually works. It's just an experiment. And the only reason I'm going live is because it's what I'm going to be using when I live stream up in New Hampshire in 6 days. So I'm just testing my equipment and making sure it works. I just got the lavalier less than an hour ago. And I'm out testing it out to make sure that it's going to work okay. And if it works, it's going to be a beautiful thing. What I've seen is there's actually two mics. I'm going to try at one point to have them both on. I'm going to put one on my front and one on the back. And the reason is, in an earlier test today, before I came down here, as I was walking away from the camera, I only got about 20 feet, maybe 25 feet, and it started breaking up. I walked way farther than that, probably a couple hundred feet away. I walked back, and as I was facing the camera on the way back, it was crystal clear the whole way. Now, there was nothing in the way. There's no trees or any obstructions of any kind. But that's amazing. That's an amazing, I mean, these are some cheap lavaliers, and that was amazing that they did that good. So I'm going to walk out this way. Wish me luck. And I'm going to talk the whole way because that's what I'm trying to do is test out the sound equipment. And we'll see how it goes. And I appreciate you, Tom, for being here. You're the only one, so I guess you're my sole companion tonight. So I'm going to walk. We'll see how it goes. I think the lavalier is on and seems to be functioning. And I got the two dogs here to wrestle around in the moonlight. Elroy's a real handful. He high energy, young, and he wants to explore everything. Now keep in mind we are down here every single day, so it's like nothing's new. Maybe some new smells, I guess, I don't know. And you guys can't see this, but they kind of stick together, both the dogs, sort of. The older girl here, she's kind of the boss. And Elroy's all over the place, but they don't get they don't get real far apart. Sometimes they do. So the camera is a far distance away. Come on back here, guys. Elroy, come here. Elroy had to get some water. Come on, Pip, this way. So I don't know if you can see me or not. Probably not. I'm over here. I have the yellow shirt on, but I think the camera's pointing up a little bit, so I don't think you're going to be able to see. I think you can hear me okay, because there's not really anything in the way. So I am interested in walking away, and we're going to see how the sound of an earlier test. It's probably breaking up right now. A little to see a difference. So right there, I just turned around, I'm facing the camera. And if it's like the earlier test, I'm walking away now backwards, facing the camera. And if it's like the earlier test, it's probably pretty clear. And I'm probably, let's see, I'd say 50, 60 feet away. And now I just, it's a little scratchy. It's kind of distant. So back this way, facing the camera. And yeah, so I probably been getting out there pretty close to 100 feet, I would guess. So I'm going to come back. This has got to be the worst live stream in the history of live streams. I'm going to come back and I'm going to try to do a little bit of live streaming, I guess, instead of just walking around with the dogs. So let me untangle. I was hoping to get the dogs down in the water, but that's a little farther down, and I'm not sure we can manage that tonight. So here we are, coming up on the camera. I would imagine at this point it's pretty clear. And Elroy is the master of disaster. The first thing he does is climb underneath the picnic table, wrap around all the legs, and if there's a nook or a cranny, how you doing, Adair? Don't turn around. Don't turn around which way? Facing the camera or not facing the camera, Adair? Yeah, I think when I'm facing the camera, it's pretty clear, right? On your guys' end while you're watching it. So the whole issue is when I'm not facing the camera. So in case you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to put this phone back in this bracket. And it won't let me. Okay. All right, that's what I thought. Oh well. Orientation is locked. So there's the orientation. My hand is upside down and my arm is backwards, okay? But it is what it is. So that's what I got tonight. When you were far away, facing the camera, it's clear. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's when I was at home. I was shocked how far I got that was still clear. But that's with no obstructions, too. There was nothing like trees or buildings in the way. So that's pretty amazing for a cheap set of lavaliers, I think. So Elroy's continuing his normal nuisance items here, like wrapping the leash around my legs, crossing up the wires here all the time. He's really good at that. His nickname is the Master of Disaster. So when you faced away, there was a lot of static. Yeah, that's what I thought. But when I was far away and facing the camera, it was fine, right? Hey, Robert, how you doing? Yeah, this is what I'm testing right now, Robert. I'm down at the park in the dark with my two dogs, big mistake, testing it. And I ran a bunch of tests at home before I came down here. I just got the things probably an hour and a half ago or so. And what it seems like, Robert, I don't know if this is, yeah, it's dark because it's dark out. Let me go stand underneath this spotlight. I'm down at the park, a local park, and I'm walking the dogs, and it's dark out, so it's it's going to be a little dark. I'm underneath the street light right now, but I'm not going to stay here. And I didn't bring, I do have actually a little light that goes on here, but I didn't bring it with me. I got far too much to manage with just the two dogs and the camera and the thing and the tripod and the mic and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just testing it out, having a little fun tonight. And you are on 5G? Yeah, I'm on 5G. So, yeah, as I understand it, when I signed up for an unlimited service, I'm on 5G. Everybody that does that gets on 5G and ultra wideband. So that's what I'm on. And I don't know, even though it's dark out, I don't know how it looks, but here, the dogs don't want to stay underneath the street light. We're going to walk down to the next street light, so it's going to get dark again. Sorry about that, guys. But as you know, I'm not much to look at, so I'm probably doing you a favor. So what I'm gonna try this again, okay? I'm gonna set this camera, I'm going to set it down. I think I probably only get about 20 feet walking away from the camera. So if I'm live streaming at the event, I probably would want to be facing the camera generally anyway, because I'll be talking to people and I like to get the people in the shot, right? So if I stand next to them and not facing them, that would probably work out a lot better. So let me set this down, this camera, and we're going to see. It's on a swing. That's not going to work. Okay, we got to walk down to a picnic table. Hang on. Oh my goodness. If it's not one thing, it's another. So I got the Robert might be interested in this. I got the, yeah, I am, Robert. And you know what? It was just as easy as it said on the instruction, what you read to me the other night. You plug the little thing in the bottom, and that's basically the transmitter or whatever. I don't know what it is. It plugs into the power, the lightning connector for the power, and you just plug it in. I turned the mic on, and it was working right then, instantly, okay? Now, what I haven't done yet, I'm going to do right now, is I have both mics with me, so I'm going to turn the other one on, and we'll, okay, listen, Elroy, please, okay? I have a no-tug harness on it, and it ain't working. Elroy didn't read the instructions on that one. So I'm going to turn that one on just for the, this is an experiment. If I could even see it. I think that's the on button. Yeah, it appears. So now I've got the second mic on, and I think what I'm going to do is find a place to set this phone down. Come on over here, guys. And, well, look at that. It happens to be a picnic table right there. Guys, come over here. Yo. Pippi, come on. Good girl. Elroy, I'm going to ask you to come over here, but I don't know if it's going to do any good. Okay, so I don't know what that is. That's a rope and an acorn. So I'm going to put the camera here. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of light because it's dark out. And I'm going to, maybe if I spread the tripod legs, got a handheld tripod. Well, that's going to maybe help a little. It's going to be at an angle. Here comes Elroy to knock everything down. He's very helpful. And that's a little bit better. What does that say? Are you sure? No, I don't want to stop. I want to keep going. Surprisingly good pick. You're so kind, Robert. Are you going to be, what's that say now? Wearing yellow or on Friday? I am not, Adair. I'm going to be wearing all white except for yellow shoes. Why? That I think I'll stand out in a crowd that way and you guys will be able to find me easier. That's the whole reason I'm doing it. Because I'm usually not a guy that wears white well. Because I get dirtier than dirty. Even if I'm in a dirt-free room, I'm going to find some dirt. So I've got both mics on now. Why? I'm not really sure what I'm trying to prove by that. I was thinking I was going to put one behind my back, like right now. So I've got one behind my back and I've got one in front of me. So let's do a little walking. Come on. Elroy. Oh my God. He is just a piece of work. Elroy is the master of disaster. He is involved in everything that's going on. He's going to make sure that, you guys still there? Okay, Robert. So Robert, I don't know, you came in a little bit late, but I think what I found out earlier, I'll just give you my results. So I did a bunch of testing at home, And the first test I thought was a little disappointing, but it turned out I didn't have the lavalier mic on. So the farther I got away, the fainter I got, and blah, blah, blah. So that makes sense. The ambient noise was fine. So once I figured out how to turn the mic on, while I had it on earlier, it was working fine. I turned it off. There's another button on there. I played with that. You know how it is. So once I got the mic on, I walked away, and I swear to you, when I turned around to come back, I had to be 150, 200 feet from the house, and it was crystal clear coming back, facing the camera. And there was no obstructions, no trees, no bushes, no anything. So that was pretty encouraging. I thought that was great. Walking out, however, I got about maybe 20 feet, maybe, and it started breaking up, because of my body mass between the microphone and the camera. So the lesson being that I got to face the camera when I'm talking to people. I want to be standing side by side with them and talking. That's why I guess they do that. The broadcasters all do that, right? They don't face somebody they're talking to. They stand side by side. So I guess that's my lesson in that is with the wireless mic in particular, you got to do that. Now, what I was just going to do was hook this mic on my back and have the other mic on my lapel and then walk away from the camera and then turn around and walk back and see if there was any difference or impact. Because I have the one on my back. No, come back here. Elroy. Stay. Sit. Elroy, sit. Good boy. Now stay. Okay, Elroy's behaving better now. Yeah, Elroy knocked the camera over. It fell on the picnic table face down. Didn't see it right away because it's dark out here. Yeah, no, Robert, you're all set. You're good to go. You're going to probably be the savior of the day. I'm pretty encouraged, though. I think this is going to work out really nice once I get it dog-free. And I think this, Elroy, come back here. Okay, Elroy, come back. Sit. Stay there. You're going to stay now, okay? He does listen sometimes. It's just when there's another dog around, he gets overexcited, I guess. So can you hear when I talk that low? Can you still hear me when I'm that's almost like a whisper? Mic is on the lapel right now. Yes, Adair. We're going to put the flower. If all goes well, I have a top hat that I'm modifying. And it's going to be white. And what I plan on doing is getting some daisies and putting daisies around the top to kind of mimic Angelina's flower crown sometime. And of course the daisies because of the LP, old enough. And there'll be room on there for other stuff if we want to stick anything else on there. I thought about putting a big sunflower up on top. Now, again, I don't normally dress like that. The only reason I'm doing it is so you guys can spot me easier, and if there's a crowd there. I don't know if we're gonna have a crowd or not. There may not be a big crowd, but whatever. We're just trying to put out a decent, good time for those that are there. Robert's gonna put out some high quality sound that they've never heard like before, and for an outdoor setting and things like that. And we're gonna have if nobody else is going to have a good time, I think we will, trying to get the production off the ground and getting it running good. So hopefully Angelina will see it as parts of it, or whoever. I guess it doesn't, that's not a critical thing. I would like to have her see it. But we're going to share it with those others that want to make videos and so on. So we'll see how it goes. Good, Daisy. So yeah, I'm gonna get some and put them in the hat. I can always use more. And I guess some people are, you can hear me when I talk low. That's pretty impressive, I think, for this cheap lapel mic. There's two of them, too. So right now what I got is the lapel mic is on, and I have the other one in my hand behind the phone that I'm talking on right now. Yeah, he told me I won't have to comb my hair that day because he's going to part my hair with the speakers, okay? So we're gonna put that to a test. And yeah, I can't wait to have the daisies, the whole smash, the roses, all that stuff. That's going to be, to me, that's going to make it a spectacular event, just that stuff. And of course, when Angelina starts singing, most of us are going to die. from excitement, from joy, from happiness. I don't know if we can contain ourselves. And I'm just kidding about the dye thing. Don't any of you dare even get sick, okay? But yeah, hopefully we'll all be having a good time there, and that'll be fun. So I wish this test would have went a little bit better, but Elroy is uncooperative most of the time. I should have known it was going to go that way. Yeah, like right now he's listening good, but there's no other dogs around right now. Could I go ahead and walk away with them? Perhaps. The problem is I brought a small tripod, and it has a bracket on that only holds the phone horizontally. It's not big enough to take it vertically. And that's okay, but for some reason my phone says it's on phone lock, and I don't know how to unlock it. So I can't rotate the screen. It has to be in this one location, and it happens to be the most awkward location it could possibly be. So it's making it really hard for me to handle two retractable dog leashes and the tripod and the phone all at the same time. So when I tried to set it down, Elroy got involved, and that was the end of that deal. I find on this table there's a bundle of rope and a couple of acorns, and I was trying to use those to help prop the phone up, and Elroy decided he wanted to play with the rope and the acorns, and that was the end of that deal. So anyway, that's the life of Steve Callaway when he's got two dogs and he's not smart enough to leave them home. But I do like to take them for a walk. Yeah, there better be some EMTs. Extra tissues. Yeah, I think we were talking about diapers too. If we could get a group discount on diapers, all of us old codgers can hobble into some store somewhere and get a bunch of diapers on a group discount. I haven't checked what Joe Biden's price on diapers is, but I'm sure it's at least double because everything else is. Might be triple or quadruple by now. Who knows? I've never bought a diaper, so I don't know what they cost on a normal basis. Things are not normal these days. So anyway, Pippi, step out. Pippi, step over that. Pippi, go. Pippi, go. Oh my goodness. Now Elroy and Pippi got their wires all tangled here. Pippi can't move because she's tied up in the... Oh my goodness. I love my dogs. Good thing. Okay, Pippi. Something's haywire. So I'm going to put this one down, Pip. You guys, I'll tell you what. You guys that are here listening to this, you're saints. It's a disaster. And why I decided, the only reason I want it live stream is because I'm just trying to test this out. And the test is not working the way I was hoping it would work because Elroy decided to help. Now the mic is almost in my mouth because I'm bent over trying to untie these wires. I don't know if it's making it better or worse to be all tied up together. And I can't even see to untie these wires. So I'm going to have to bail on that. Come here, Pip. I've got to get Pippi's leg untied, otherwise she's not going to be able to move. There we go. That's better. Pippi's okay now. Elroy, he's not okay, but he's just... So, I don't know what you're going to get when this happens. Elroy, come back here. Sit. Sit. Stay. Pippi, come back here. Pippi! Pippi! Jesus Christ almighty. Pippi! You're never one to be unmanageable. Are you learning from Elroy bad habits? Okay, I'm turning the other mic off because I'm going to put it in my pocket. And I don't know, that can't sound good. So I have one mic on now, it's the lapel mic. I don't know if you guys heard any difference when I just shut that other one off. These two leashes are uncontrollably or unmanageably twisted together. And here comes some more walkers, and if I don't get the dogs over here, they'll be jumping on them. Come here. Sit down. Sit. Okay, stay. So I'm collecting my paraphernalia, and I'm going to get out of here, okay? Come here. This way. This way, Pip. So in just that brief 1 or 2 seconds, Elroy wrapped the leashes around my legs and tied me up. He's a special one, that one. Beautiful. The daisies are going to be that's a nice addition too, and it's a nice tie-in. Oh, Jesus. Can you hear me okay now? Is everything good? At like a normal level? So Robert, I wasn't able to test the behind the back thing. I just thought that might balance, you might get like a balanced sound. Now, if I got somebody else that wants to use the other mic at the same time I'm using it, I'm assuming that they'll both appear on the, or they'll both be on the video. That's what I'm assuming, but you know what happens when you assume things. So, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to manage the dogs across the parking lot so I can get them in the car. So I don't know if you guys can see anything or not. It's dark out here. Street light. Dogs pulling me. Welcome to Steve Callaway's life. And I don't like to come down when it's this dark, but I ran out of time in the daylight today. It's getting dark a lot earlier now. So I'm heading to my car. I'm going to put my puppies in there. I could go back out and leave them in the car. They'd be okay in here. They love being in the car. I might do that actually. You know what? That's not a bad idea. So let me take that and this. I did not bring my other stuff. I better unhook them, otherwise they'll have the whole place wrapped up in string. There we go. Let me get that off from underneath you, Peppy. Good girl. You're a good girl, Peppy. You're pretty good. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. It's that other guy. He's the one causing all the trouble, isn't he? So there's that one. And stay here, stay here, stay here. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Hold still. Yeah, I know. I know you love me. I love you too. Okay. You need some behavioral training, and we're working on it, and you're doing pretty good, but we need to work a little harder, I think. Both of us. So I'm going to be right back. You guys stay here. Okay, beautiful. So let's go see if we can accomplish anything right now. I'm going to come over here. There is a street light, so now you can see me. Park bench on the other side of the street light, and I don't know if there's going to be enough light to see very much. Yeah, it gets dimmer and dimmer. I'm going to take the tripod. As I said, it's at a weird... I have to hold the phone this way, which I don't want to do. Okay, so there's a white car over there. Can you see it? And my car, I think, is behind where I am. Let me see. Oh, Jesus. Boy, when you don't bring the right stuff, you're not doing yourself any favors, right? I was going to bring the big tripod, but I figured the dogs would have that wrapped up and torn apart in a second. Okay, well, that's my van. You see the white vehicle right there? You can just see the back end of my van right over here next to the white van. I'm going to walk over there. Mike on lapel. Yep. Where are we going to put the flower? On my hat. Oh, I already answered that. We will be distributing daisies. Yep, got that too. So I'm going to walk away. I'm going to be talking the whole time about who knows what. And I'm just going to see, again, if it works. Now, we got some obstruction here because we got a couple of vehicles and a street light. And we'll just see how it happens. Okay, so let's watch. Ready? I'm going to go. I think you'll see right away how it gets scratchy very close, not that far from the camera. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see me, but let's find out. So I'm talking. Got the lapel mic on. And I'm walking. And I'm getting closer to my car. And I would say, well, this is what? This is probably 25 feet, maybe, give or take. And I just turned to face the camera, and I think you can hear an immediate clarity when I turn and face the camera. So when I turn around this way, I'm going to get by this car. Okay. You turn it around this way, then it gets scratchy. So what I was thinking about doing, and maybe it's not worth doing, I don't know. It's going to take the other mic, turn it on, perhaps. Okay, that would be on. I was going to stick it on the back of my shirt, which I'm doing right now. I'm going to walk towards the camera. I would expect it would be fairly clear, and it's probably 40 feet maybe or more. And I think I'm walking directly towards the camera, and there's nothing in the line of sight. So as I walk back, maybe it's going to be clear. Now, when I walked out earlier, I did not have the mic on my back, and I do now. So what I'm going to do now that I'm back is I'm going to turn around and go back out with the mic on my back and see if there's any difference. So I'm still talking, still walking, heading back towards my car, and I don't know if there's any difference. I'm not sure what the two mics being so close together, I'm not sure if there's any feedback or distortion or whatever else could happen. I don't know, I'm no expert, so that's why I'm testing stuff out to see what works and what doesn't work. Because what I thought at the live stream, if I'm around in a group of people, you know, maybe it'll pick up some stuff from the back that's interesting. I don't know. What I'll have to do is remember to keep myself facing the camera as best I can, or at least the mic facing the camera, unobstructed by my body. So I'm coming back. If you guys want to chat in on what you thought the results of that mini test was, that would be great. Okay. Ooh, there's a bunch of stuff. Hello, everybody. I haven't said hello to everybody yet. Sounds great at 25 feet. Not so good when you turn around. The mic on the back doesn't work. You still hear the distortion from the first mic. Okay, good. I'll take it off. Good to know. So I'm going to take that one off. And I'm going to turn it off to eliminate whatever distortion we can eliminate. So I think the results of that test, correct me if I'm wrong, Robert, if you're still there. I think you're still there. I didn't see that there was a bunch. You guys have been saying stuff right along down at the bottom. So the results of that test just confirmed what I already kind of found out, was that if I'm facing the camera with the mic, it's pretty good. You get a long distance and it's pretty clear. Now, if I'm in a crowd of people, I don't know how that gets affected. So hard to tell. We're going to have to do that on the fly, I think. This loads like a short. I'm getting good vocals. Good. On the second time, I'm going to just scroll down through your guys' comments. I haven't been paying attention to them, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. So, Robert, so I got rid of the second mic. Yeah, this is for a live, Michael. This is Michael G. This is for we're going to live stream up at the concert after the gathering at the Gaslight Pub. So, you know, basically almost immediately, well, not almost, immediately following the gathering. That's going to end at 5. We're going to do a little something after that, and we'll see what happens after that. Yeah, I can't wait to go see. Michael, are you going to the concert? Yeah, Robert, I'm not doing this for video. This is, I just wanted to do the live stream so that I was actually on the live stream doing it to test the mics. That's all. I'm not doing it for the quality of the video. I just, I didn't realize it was going to be this dark, and it is. And I also didn't realize I was going to have that much trouble with my dogs today. Elroy took off after another dog and pulled me off the picnic table down on my back in the grass, and he was dragging me across the grass, which is pretty impressive. because I'm not that small of a load to be dragging, but it looked pretty stupid. And then both of the leashes were wrapped around my legs. I couldn't get them untangled from my legs. Blah 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 blah. Welcome to Steve Callaway's world. So anyway, again, it's not for that. I was just trying to get I just wanted to see if the mics were working. So right now, I think you can probably see my face pretty good if you're talking about the picture quality and all that. If I take my glasses off, it might be even a little bit better without the blue glare from the camera or the glasses. Oh, Mike, too bad. Sorry to hear that, I feel the same way, when the stuff was going on in Norway, I would have liked to have gone, but I don't know. Do I sell my house and live in a box behind Walmart to go to the concert? I mean, you got to have certain basic priorities, I guess. So, yeah, I feel you. Under the current economic state in the country, things are pretty bad. When you're on a fixed income, I'm retired. I've been retired. When you're on a fixed income and everything doubles in price, it puts a crunch on things. Because I was getting by, on a fixed income, but I wasn't living the life of Riley. I had to be pretty careful. But then when you double everything, you can't do it. So that's why I'm working at the marina. I've been working at the marina for some extra money, and when things were good, I could do extra things. And then now it's a necessity. It's no longer a luxury to make a little extra money. So maybe that's your same experience, Michael. So I feel you. Yeah, medical test. Tell me about it. They did this morning, they put a camera down my penis. I have a large prostate, and they wanted to go in down my urethra, into my, where the prostate is, and into the bladder, and then look at everything, and then come up with the best set of options for what we do next. And it's been affecting my sleep. I can't, I go to bed and then my body wakes me up and says, you got to go pee. And then I go stand there. Sometimes I pee, sometimes I don't pee. But it's like you never actually get empty. That's what it is to have an enlarged prostate. And at times you can't pee at all. You go stand there and your body say pee, 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 and you can't go. You guys don't want to hear all this stuff. Although you're all a bunch of guys and if you haven't been through it yet, you're likely to have to go through it at some time. So, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, there you go. So I got to go in. I'm going in October 13th for what did they call it, a Turk, and that's where they scrape the opening in the prostate where the urethra goes through. They scrape that and make it bigger so that it's not going to constrict the urethra anymore. And what's that all about? There's some dude driving around this parking lot in weird directions. Apparently trying to park, but having little success. Now he's going to go out a one-way street the wrong way. Nope, he's going to pull over there. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But he's near my car. That's why I'm a little concerned. So anyway, well, there's the upsides and downsides to all surgery. So there was a different option. It was less surgical type work, but known to be less effective, and also something that you might have to have done more frequently. So, it's pros and cons, right? So I decided to take the one that's going to last longer. I don't even know if I'm going to last that long, but it is what it is. Yeah, well, I hope Angelina goes. I haven't seen it. Have any of you guys seen any announcements about any kind of plans for a tour after what we're going to up in Portsmouth? I haven't really seen anything, and yeah, I think the picture's better now, right? Is that right, Robert? So, Robert, I don't know if you're still there or not, but if you are there, while I put the dogs in the car, so I got a little freedom now. I could set the phone down pretty much anywhere just to hear the audio. Is there anything you'd like me to do as a test right now? Because I got the two mics. I have the one off in my pocket that's turned off, and I got the other one on my lapel right now. Earlier at home, I did I think it was at home, I did a test where I put the lavalier mic on the side of my glasses over here, and that seemed to be not much different than having it on the lapel. I thought, I wasn't sure if it was closer, from here to here or from here to here. That it might even be a little farther actually, although it was hanging down. So I don't know. Didn't seem to make much difference. I was just trying it as an experiment. Yeah, Robert, you might be gone now. I don't know. I guess you're not getting back to me, so I'll assume that you are, and that's okay. Um, I'm on Robert. I'm on an unlimited data package, so it doesn't matter. I might as well use it up as much as I can, and then I'll empty my phone out. When I get home, I usually plug the phone in and I empty out any pictures or videos I have, put them on my desktop. That way I can do stuff with them, like edit them and that kind of thing. So, and save them and archive them, which I do. I've got a 2 terabyte, or excuse me, a 4 terabyte backup storage device. So I've been loading almost everything onto that after I'm done with it to keep my PC running quicker and smoother. And I'm filling that 4 terabyte one up fast, but it's I still got some space on there, quite a bit of space. I don't think I've got quite a terabyte left, but I've got all the other stuff on my computer that was just stuff I'd never used. I put it all on there just to have it, but it cleared up space on my PC, so that's been running amazingly smoothly. That's the only thing that is. My editing software is giving me all kinds of headaches. I tried to get the iMovie thing running again, and I can't make that work no matter what I do. It's too complicated. And I can't even I got a video on there today, and I can't even play it, let alone edit it. Okay. I couldn't find the right buttons. I couldn't find any menus. I couldn't find where to put the menus on the screen. The choices. So I had to go up to the top, line up the top, and pick stuff out of there. That didn't work anyway. I pushed play and nothing happened. So it's like, okay. So I went back and make sure I had the movie selected, and it didn't work. And I had it down in the what do they call that stuff on the bottom there? The timeline or whatever that stuff is down at the bottom. And it was also in the screen at the right. And no matter what I pushed, nothing happened. It didn't play. Now the button on the movie itself that usually is the little arrow that you push to make it go, and then there's the lines that you use to pause. When I hit the arrow, it went to pause, but nothing happened. It wasn't playing anything. So it's like, okay, that's a good one. So then I went up to the main menu at the top and tried to play. Nothing happened. Made sure I went back. Made sure I had the movie selected. Nothing happened. And I was like, I can't even get it to play, and I'm supposed to edit something, right? Couldn't find any buttons for editing or anything else. Somebody's beeping. I couldn't tell you if that's a friendly beep or an unfriendly beep. So there's all that. Wow. Oh, there you go, Robert. Yeah, Michael, what am I doing that takes 3 terabytes? My computer was completely full. It had 2 terabytes of storage on it and 2 other terabytes that I couldn't find on there to use. It's a Mac. I forget what model my Mac is, but it's not a new one, but it's pretty capable. And I got it, it's got all the latest updates on the software and all that. So I keep it updated, automatically updated all the time. And it showed having 4 terabytes of storage, but 2 of them must be like a backup thing or something. I don't know. I couldn't access it. I couldn't get anything to go over there. I tried for a little while and I just couldn't have any success. So I went and bought a 4 terabyte backup storage system. And I downloaded, what happened was I was doing a video, an Angelina video, and it stopped right in the middle and it said, you only got, I think it was something like 43 megabytes of storage left. It's 43 megabytes, that's like a piece of paper, okay? And it stopped me from making the video, and I actually lost that video. And I had to redo the whole thing again, which been a common occurrence lately, and not on the Mac side, but on the video editor side. So what I did was I went in and I had a ton. I mean, I've posted out. I don't think it's quite 800 videos yet, but those videos take up a lot of room. And I not only post a video, but I take a lot of pictures with the video when I'm editing. I do video clips, and the pictures I take, I use for like thumbnails, etc. And sometimes I just archive them just to have them, because someday I may want to take those pictures and do something with them, make a montage or whatever. So I took well over 700 videos off my computer with pictures, with both a screenshot that's also the full thing, and the Filmora Wondershare video itself, and then the finished video. So it's basically three videos of the same thing, but in different what do you want to call it, layouts or whatever. So it takes up a ton of space. So I dumped all that, and I got all kinds of old files that I haven't been using for years, and all kinds of other stuff off my computer. Most of that didn't take up a lot of room. I got some software stuff off of there I've never used. I took it off and put it over there just to clear up some room. And by the time I was done, I had 2.5 terabytes filled up. And then since then, I've been adding, every time I get like 30 or 40 Angelina videos done, then I've been putting them over there in the storage and just cleaning up space, keeping my computer clean. Robert, as far as I know, I got an unlimited package, unlimited data, and unlimited everything, so I don't know that I have to save anything as far as data goes. Am I wrong? I don't believe they're compressed. I don't believe they are compressed, and I don't know what I can do. Is if I fill this data storage thing up, I'll just go get another one, and then fill up another one and keep them just for. I may never use them ever for anything, but I don't have. Do you know how hard it is for me to delete an Angelina Jordan video? I actually tear up if I have to delete a video for whatever reason. Sometimes it's the poor quality. I had a run of bad quality, all kinds of issues. The lips didn't match the words, and I just couldn't fix it. So I was doing videos, and I had to delete them. It actually breaks my heart. What a softie I am. Yeah, I might be able to do that. Before I go buy another, I think they got up to 32 terabyte storage things. Now I just didn't want to spend the money on it. I wasn't even sure I could use it because I am a very untech savvy person. So I wasn't sure how much it was going to be to plug it in, move this stuff over there. I didn't know how difficult that was going to be. It turned out to be a piece of cake, even for me. So I thought, well, I should have got the bigger one. Then I would have plenty of space regardless of what happens. And I'm not planning on going anywhere, so I might need the space eventually. Maybe I should try the compression thing. If I get this one filled up, maybe I'll try the compression thing to save space. And like I said, most of the stuff I've only gone back over to that storage, external storage. I've only gone back over there like 2 or 3 times, and it's been for minor stuff. So I'm not even sure I'll be using any of that stuff. I'm just keeping it basically as an archive. And if I use it, I use it. If I don't, I don't. I have static right now, Adair. Oh, wow. Maybe it's because is this better if I hold it like this? I think it was rubbing on my chin whiskers. This might be a little better. Let me know if that's better. Or if it's, maybe the battery's dying. I took it right out of the box and it was working, so I didn't even, there's no indication on here about the battery power, the life of it, so. Is it better? Yeah, I think it was rubbing on my neck whiskers. They're kind of, it's 5 o'clock shadow on my neck. I was overdriving the audio. What does that mean? Overdriving. The poor little lavalier mic wants to go home and go take a nap. So I think these lavalier mics, as I understand it, I think Robert, you probably know better than I do. I think the literature said I don't think I got the same ones you got. Neck whiskers, that's what it is. Sometimes Sometimes you can use those for sharpening pencils. Just rub the pencil up and down on your neck, and it'll maybe get you a little sharper point. Um, there's too much noise now, Michael? Robert, clear as a bell. That's what I like to hear. And Robert, I was shocked when I plugged this. I took this out of the box. It came. I turned it on. It came on. I plugged the thing in the bottom of the phone. Right away I did a 15-second short, and it was like crystal clear. I said, I don't even know if it's working, you know, because I wasn't sure what was picking up the sound, right? So I said, well, I got to walk away from it, right? So then I did a 60-second short, and I set the phone down in a different room, and I walked around in my house, and it worked really pretty good in the house. It didn't even break up at all in the house. So I thought that was pretty good. And so it's when I went outside. There's a second button on this mic. There's obviously a power button, and then there's a little like a switch that just goes up and down. I didn't read the instructions. I was too excited about having a new toy, and I just went out and started playing with it. So I don't know what that does. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that would be an on-off switch because you already got one. I don't know. It just goes click up and click down, so it's not like it's a adjustable volume control, although it may be. I don't know. I guess I got to go home and read the instructions. When the peak volume is too high, it causes. So that's like when I'm like right on top of it, right? So, Robert, you're kind of the expert. What I'm going to do. So I just, right now I've been talking a little bit loud. Right now I'm talking in a very normal, quiet kind of a voice. It's not loud. It's on the quiet side. Does that actually sound better when I talk that way? Or because I think I tend to be a little loud anyway, just a little. Um, so does it sound better if I just talk like this? This is kind of like a normal low voice. Nothing too high. I wonder if we're at the live thing, if there's a number of people there, I wonder if it'll get distorted if I have to like raise my voice and they have to raise their voice with the background ambient noise. That'll be interesting to find out. When your peak volume is too high. Let me try this too, okay? I think the volume on my phone is all the way up. Okay, Michael, we'll see you next time, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, you know what? If you wouldn't mind, my email is on my homepage over, I think is on the about thing. It's Steve Callaway 111 at gmail.com. It's pretty easy. And if you want to send me that, if you can, that would be great. Or you can just put it in the comment section of a video. Just pick one and put it in there. I'll see all the new ones that come in. So that would be great. I appreciate the help, Michael. I think I will try that. That's a good suggestion. So, Robert, I'm going to turn down the volume on my phone right now. I think it's all the way up. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. All right. Yeah, maybe in another lifetime. It's not. Doesn't seem to want to happen. Why is that? Why do I have so many issues? Oh, you know what it says? It says the mics. It says the sound is off on the mic on the phone. So this is working strictly off the lavalier. Hey, Robert, you're not going to believe this, but I've actually heard of codecs before. No idea what they are, but I have heard of them. A volume limiter. That must be like the thing they put on cars so you can't go only so fast, right? So it only lets you go up so loud. Probably not to blow the speakers, right? Robert, I'm catching on. You are doing the impossible by teaching an old dog a few new tricks. And yeah, so I'm very encouraged with these mics. This is beautiful. Oh, right now you are? I guess I got to work on mic placement. Um, hey, Robert, is it possible that if the battery's getting low, it'll give distortion before it cuts out? Do you think that's a possibility? Because I could turn this other mic on and shut this one off. Maybe I should do that anyway, just to make sure they both work, equally well. Okay, well, let me turn the other one on. I'll turn this one off. Like I said, I took them right out of the box and started using them, so who knows how much charge they had. So now I got the other one, seems to be working, seems to be on. And I will clip that to my shirt. Does that one seem to work as well as the other one? Oh, that's much better. Great. Maybe even better. Yeah, actually, that other one I've been running for quite a while now. I think it said it has up to, what, 6 hours battery life? That's pretty good. The new one is less loud. I'm actually talking less loud, too. So it's kind of hard to tell what did it. Um, how you doing, guys?
Good, how are you?
Well, not bad. Passers-by. So, yeah, let me pull this back. That's probably a better view than my nose hairs. So, Robert, is there anything that you want me to try to do right now with these two mics and the phone in my hand? Because I could set the phone down and walk away wherever, and we could just play around with it. That's up to you. You're more the expert on this than I am. My summary is that it seems like I'm going to have to be facing the camera if I get far, especially if I get far away. My range, if I'm not facing the camera, is probably only effective range is probably only about 15 or 20 feet, I would say. That's just a guess. And if I'm standing in a crowd of people, it might be less than that. All right, Robert. Yeah, we had an early chat this morning, and now we're up late at night. People are going to start talking funny about us, Robert. Yeah, it's good. Adair, thanks for chiming in, buddy. Um, it's nice to get everybody's opinion on it. So I'm happy with the overall test of the lavalier mic. I'm encouraged, and when I was so far away and it was clear coming towards the camera, I was just plain shocked. Yeah, I'm going to charge them up good, Robert. We'll test them out a little bit more tomorrow. Let me know. Yeah, get a hold of me and let me know how you want me to do it or what you want me to do. I did about probably 5 or 6 different kinds of tests at home earlier. So I may have already done something that you asked me to do, but I'll do it however you want me to do it, okay? All right, Robert. Adair, I think there's only the two of you on here, so I guess we'll scurry out while the scurrying's good. Yeah, Adair, I know. I appreciate the help. Actually, you being out there and then giving me feedback is all the help I really need to know, because I can't be on that end and this end at the same time. So that's actually a big help. Yeah, I'm talking just a little bit louder now. It's kind of like my normal voice anyway. I can talk on the softer voice. Robert, we'll see you. Good night, my friend. We'll talk to you at a later time, hopefully tomorrow. Thanks for coming in tonight and talking for a while. I appreciate your input and your knowledge and your skill. Have a good one, buddy. Bye-bye. And I think Adair, I'm heading out too. And I appreciate you coming in and helping out. It really does help for having eyeballs looking back and giving me feedback. And I appreciate that from you guys. Robert's very, very knowledgeable with all the audio stuff. I'm not knowledgeable about much. So as you know. Good night, Adair. Get a good night's sleep, buddy. We'll see you guys all at a later date. Okay, bye-bye.